Dolphin.
Thank you, Dolphin.
Subscribe. Thanks, mate.
Thank you. That is 39 months. Wow.
Wow.
That is crazy. Hello, everybody. Hey to the Joshies, hey to the Dolphins, hey to the Syntax, hey to the Milk Please, hey to the Jaya. Have I missed anyone? Bedazzle.
Everyone's here.
Look at you all. And the BMAC.
Thanks for coming.
How is everyone? How are you, Sam?
I'm not bad, William. How are you?
I'm great. I have an incoming, not yet, an incoming supply of banana bread and tea. So I'm sure from that point onwards, I'll be great.
Sick.
It's been a while.
It has.
Joshy, stop posting links. You can post links. Let him post links, Dolphin. How you been? What's been happening?
Not much. Just, boring life. And that's why we come here to talk about things that we can't buy to make us somewhat more happy, I think.
That's true.
How are you?
All right. Racing to the end.
Yeah.
Of the year,
and
not any. Not by the way.
Yeah. Look, at this point, maybe both. I think everyone's on that downhill kind of spiral now. But
I caught up with my good friend the other day, Sydney. She's doing well.
Oh yeah.
She's got a new film out good. Soon.
Yeah, sweet.
I might go see it. I'll see. I'll think about
it. Yeah, I'll think about it.
Yeah. But that's about it. Have you bought things that we're not going to talk about at the end of the show?
Yeah, I've got one little fun thing just to show off very, very quickly. It's not going to take much because it's taken like 3 months to get here. I bought the knockoff Spider-Man
from the game.
Lego minifig. Yeah, from the game. And he's got a really cool, like a Spidey sense thing that you can like attach onto the back of his head. The most like unsettling part is that he's got an actual like thwip hand.
Oh,
you will not be able to see that at all.
Thanks, Mum.
But yeah, he's got an actual whip hand, which is it's very unnerving to look at. But then the web he comes with is like the web that you see in the Amazing Spider-Man 2, like the hand.
That's cool.
Which is also just a bit unsettling.
I mean, it's weird in that scale. If you use it on a hot toy, it would look cool.
Oh, that's good. Excellent point. There's also a Miles. Now, he hasn't got any arms. And this is because the dog got to the package before I could. Mum had brought in the mail through the backyard when she was bringing in the bins. And that package had fallen on the ground and it was too late for her to realise. But he had like just torn it open. And everything went everywhere. Mum found this one like in its bag, untouched, and she was like, "Well, that's the only one he's bought, obviously."
In its poo?
No. Yeah, that
slipped straight through.
Yeah, but so Miles was still out there in the wilderness, and I went out there after getting back from Queensland, I think it was, and like last week, and I was like, where's the other one? And she was like, what other one? I was like, there was two, Mum. And she was like, oh shit, we should probably go have a look. And digging through the grass, I found I found just the body and the head at first. Just like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy crap.
Yeah.
He also comes with, I don't know why, he comes with like a very like, because they're just the knockoff ones, they come with like a very circular head sculpt to make it look more like realistic, I guess, which is dumb. But that was just like torn to shreds. Like I found, like it looked like someone had just taken like a shotgun blast to Miles' head.
Yep. And
the back of him was just like caved out. Wow. You know, it was great. But yeah, have not found the arms or the hands. They are very much either in poo or lost within the grass somewhere, which is just great. But yeah, I haven't even bothered to buy a new one yet because that's just too funny. I've got to keep it like that now.
Yeah. I mean, Milk Plate's talking about brickling some arms and stuff, and you could, or you could leave it as it is.
Well, because these are pretty much because I bought these off of AliExpress. They're pretty much the same things you can get from there in terms of like the whole figure, like the figure as a whole. Just a lot cheaper. like these were literally like I think $1.37 each, and then shipping for them is like $2.
Yep.
So it's like sure, like surely they're losing money at that point.
AliExpress is a weird and strange place.
It's insane. How about you? I mean, look. I know you've bought things. I'm sure you have.
Nothing too crazy.
Nothing too crazy.
These are almost in my top things of the year, but for the man that stopped buying 6-inch action figures this year, right at the end they got me with the latest wave of figures. So I got myself my Hera,
Sick.
which is just pops on the shelf, the orange and the green,
for sure.
and it's a solid. You won't get it in this, but it's a solid face sculpt. Yeah, look at that, perfect.
It looks good. Oh yeah, that looks good. That's cool.
Really good from that angle. I know that sounds dumb, but certain angles it really pops.
Yeah.
I also got Sabine, another great.
Nice.
Just so much color going on with the figure, and removable. Another decent head
Oh,
sculpt.
cool.
Which is good. You're getting blown out by the lamp, but
yep, that's right.
Very cool one. I think this was the second batch as well, because the first batch, all the helmets look like this.
Right.
But I just squeezed it just then. But now they're all molded nicely.
Right. Okay.
So make sure you get this, and these are all actually now figures that aren't in cardboard, so you can check it as well. This wave is.
So they were a bad batch. Haha, get it, Bedazzle? How good that wasn't me.
Oh, okay.
No, that was them in the chat.
That was a very nerdy joke, Star Wars related for you, but that
I'm not that quick.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
This isn't the oversized one. This one is good. I think the oversized one was for Vintage Collection. Sam, this size bucket for Vintage Collection. They gave the 3.75-inch line a helmet.
They gave him. Actually, that would have been really funny though.
It looks very dorky. I'll try and find a picture. And then the third one I also got Hu Yang, because he's very cool, and he's got 2 sets of arms at the back at least.
That's
not the
really
full set,
cool.
But they can't hold anything, but that's fine. And he's got the training saber as well, which is cool.
David Tennant did great this year.
He had a good year.
Good year.
Very good year. The only other thing, and I'm sure you got your shipping notification, but this is for a different bunch of steelbooks. But I got my Mandalorian.
Oh, sick. Oh, they look great.
They're very, very nice.
A nice gloss.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
They also, I didn't realize, they also, I think all the Disney Plus ones, they come with art cards as well.
Yes.
So,
yeah, they're sick.
I'm very excited. I know there's some exclusive behind the scenes stuff on these, so I'm keen to
that'd be cool.
Boot them up and have a go.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's it for me.
Cool.
I've got a purchase, but it will be in my things of the year. I like it a lot.
Cool.
Cool. Yeah. So yeah, definitely recommend this latest wave of Black Series figures. Very, very good. Hu Yang is a little bit trying to stand on those things aren't great, but you can always work it out.
Yes.
Shall we kick on with news?
I think we should, because there's a lot of it.
Yes.
And are we starting off with our top picks?
Yes, we are. Yeah,
we are.
Talk me through this one.
So the first top pick for me for this, let's just say month, because we haven't done one in so long, is coming to us from Hono Studio, which is also owned by Hot Toys. And they've recently released the pre-orders for their 1/6 X-Men, kind of like the animated / live action kind of look they tend to go for with these things. I think this figure is really cool, mainly because of the freaking price.
Yeah, I didn't know about this.
Which is insane. But first, we'll go through a lot of what it comes with. So obviously, you can see there it comes with 3 different face plates, which is really cool. I love the one with the small grin. That one's great. Yeah, that one. It looks like he's got some like shit in his teeth, and he's just. But like. Yeah, probably shit. He's probably trying to find the Miles arms from the Lego fig. But I will say about this figure, I think a really cool thing, like the thing that just kind of stands out for me is just the arms. One, because they're freaking huge, but I think they've just done a good well. They've gotten a good amount of the detail in there with like the painted on hairs and the veins and the muscular anatomy and all that. I think it's really well done. The claws also look great. You can see there. You can obviously have them with or without, but then just below that, there's like the swoosh motion sort of claws with a bit of like effect pieces on there. which is great. The entire suit itself looks really good. I've seen people comparing it to a Prime 1 version that came out a while ago. And I think the Prime 1 suit looks a bit better because I think the proportions look a bit more accurate.
Yeah, okay.
Like the underwear on this one, I think look a bit weird, which is really my only gripe for this, to be honest. I think they just look a bit weird in how they're shaped. Yep. But other than that, I mean, I think it's really, really cool. I think another really cool aspect of it is the base that it comes with. So we'll see a bunch of photos there. Looks great. But yeah, it comes with this base where you can store a comic book behind him in this like clear acrylic little case, which is great. Because I know that a lot of collectors love to display their Hot Toys figures and like high-end merchandise in general with comics. So I think it's a great option that they are doing this because you can put in any comic you want in there, which is great. So yeah, I think it's a really, really cool option. And it's a nice, like, neat little base as well. Like, it's not too extreme. It's just nice and simple.
And I assume, because I don't know if you know, there's the next two figures they're going to do.
Oh, yeah, true.
I assume there'll all be that, and then that'll be a nice, just simple slot them next to each other.
Yeah. Like putting all them on like a floating shelf, like up against the wall, would just look great.
Yeah. Totally.
But yeah, no, very, very solid piece. It's expected for quarters 2-3 of next year, so not too bad. But given that it is attached to Hot Toys, we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
But for the price of this one, this is crazy.
I had no idea it was that cheap.
Oh, dude, it was like I had a moment.
Yeah.
So for those of you that watch us regularly and do buy your own Hot Toys and whatever, you know that normally the average price range at the moment is anywhere between like $400 and $500 for a standard Hot Toy of this like scale. So this isn't without like a discounted like pre-order of the week price, whatever. The standard price for this guy is $270, which is insane. Given that it's Hot Toys. Yeah. Like insanely cheap for them. BMAC, yeah. And BMAC, look, I have seen it cheaper on other stores as well. I mean, I don't know if this was in USD, but I did see one store that had it for like just around 200. So like you can probably find it even cheaper than that. It is on Pop Culture as well, but they've got it for I think 300 full price, which is a bit more than obviously what they got at Sugo.
That feels right.
That feels right. Yeah. But no, but I still think that like even at 300, it's really not that bad of a market price, to be honest. And they have announced they are doing other figures to go along with this. So they'll likely be within that range. Yeah. I can't see these exceeding the 300, 310 mark at all, unless they start adding like bits that are made of metal or like whatever.
Well, the next two are Magneto and Thor. Yeah. And I can't. Maybe Magneto could have some larger scale effects and stuff, but Thor should be okay. They've already got lightning pieces and stuff like that. So
absolutely, and like I think like the Thor one as well, I'm really keen for because like I think the comic accurate Thor
that's going to be sick.
It nails that nail. I didn't know I needed a nail.
Yeah.
But I mean, look, if this does well and their other two releases do well, I can't not see them doing like a Cap and Iron Man, like the X-Men crew. Like, I think it's a really, really cool place for them to end the new year and I guess also start the next, because I'm sure we'll be seeing those probably early next year. For all the other releases, but. Yeah, that's my top pick. Yeah, Wolverine.
He's very cool. I had no idea it was that cheap. Let us know how audio is. I think people in the chat are saying audio is a bit.
Yeah, is audio all right? Is it me? It's probably me. No, but I feel like next year as well is going to be the year of the Wolverine. Because I think we are approaching the anniversary as well, but also having the character back in Deadpool 3. There's going to be merch upon merch. So I'm very excited.
It's very cool. It's interesting seeing this as well because like Mondo did their kind of very direct animated series version of this. Like Mondo's one was something like $350 something because Mondo's stuff is so overpriced. It's very cool. I like it. I think for the price you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Speaking of prices that are wrong,
William.
let's go back into the world of Hot Toys. Because Hot Toys, this is my first pick. The Ahsoka from
Sick.
Ahsoka the White, I guess, is her thing, or Ahsoka the Grey. Look, I want to get it over and done with. This face is insane. I don't know. Like, I know what they were going for with this. I know that Rosario does something similar to this, but it's just times 100. The kind of facial creases and stuff. Again, I'm sure they're accurate. They just look wild on a figure. They just look strange on it. Yeah. I don't think anyone's displaying it with this face, but this face is very good.
Yeah, cool.
I definitely see Rosario there. There's a comparison a little bit later with the first release, and you can see the improvements and the changes. Let's just quickly, the base is something they haven't really done for Star Wars before. The other releases in the line are the kind of standard rectangular base. So whilst I think it's pretty, for consistency's sake, I'm kind of like, that's going to look odd on a shelf. But good head, always. It's very nice. For me, it's in here. It's not in my basket, but it's circling around it because I think I prefer this look over the kind of Mandalorian one that we had in the start of the series. I think because that one is very like bits. It's like the best of her animation appearances, whereas this feels like a unique look for Ahsoka in live action. So if I was going to go for one, it'd be this one. Yeah, like comparison's sake. That head is so weird. There you go, the comparison between the two. Cool. I'm intrigued. I don't think I heard any issues with the body on the first one. I don't think anyone had any problems with it, so hopefully same here. But you can see even the skin tone has been changed between the two.
Different, yeah.
So yeah, there is a black one. The black suited one is from Mandalorian Season 2. They didn't re-release one for this series. So this is the first Ahsoka from live action we've had in 3 years. So they've taken that time to change up the face. I actually see the animated Ahsoka a lot more here. Like, there's kind of more animated proportions. It might be... I think you said that the head's a bit big on the body.
That, like, it just looks a lot more, like, round compared to the head on that first one there. But because I remember when they first released, like, we were in the chat just being like, thoughts. Like, the one from The Mandalorian, I've never thought has looked like the character from the show.
God, no.
Like, I've never thought it has looked like her at all.
Yep.
But this one I can see it a lot more, which is why I do, like, I would because like I like this one, but I'm also a very like classic person where I like the OG look sometimes. So I do still like both looks, but I think in terms of like the quality, this newer one is a lot better.
Yes.
And just more accurate as well. You can just tell from like the sizing of the heads and the talons and stuff that like is that what they're called?
No. Head tails or
head tails or whatever. Yeah, like they just look a lot more. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. They just look a lot more better on this newer release. Totally. So I'm glad they improved it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. If you're holding out on Ahsoka, this is the one. I like a little bit of the temple and stuff like that. Yeah. I think I got a good. Because they give us, like, that's a great kind of...
That's a great angle.
Yeah. And these will all have the movable eyeballs as well. So they gave us this shot, which is a nice direct comparison, because obviously it's going for the poster. And you can see the differences. Like, it's a lot sort of softer, and it's I don't know. I feel like it's less angular than Rosario Dawson's face. She's got kind of sharper lines and contours going on. But, I mean, that's an action figure. There's going to be differences. But I like if they could of course the poster's touched up, but that is the image I have of Ahsoka in my mind comparative to that, and so when I saw that I was like, that's not quite what I have in mind. So but I appreciate it.
Fair.
I also love that they refused to show any figure with the Sabine head sculpt in the same frame, because the Sabine head sculpt is the best one they've ever done, and they're like, we don't want to compare, we don't want you to see both at the same time.
We don't want you to think otherwise here.
So Sabine's always got the friggin' helmet on, but there's everything she comes with. It's a standard figure. It is a figure that has 2 heads and a second set of lightsabers. That's really it, accessories-wise. And a little bit of a different base, but still, there's no big die-cast pieces. There's no diorama elements. It comes in at $540, which
It's a lot.
is a lot of money. I don't think the body is a new body. They've probably toned it different in terms of color.
Yeah.
But I think there's reuse there. There's probably reuse parts in a lot of places.
Yeah.
Like $550 if this was a brand new figure. Like if this was the first Ahsoka, which came with a Grogu and it came with a little light up lamp and it came with all these. Sure. But that's a lot of money for one single figure.
Well, it's what we were saying when we found out the price. We were like, that's a Star Wars tax.
Yeah, it is.
Like
There's $100
that's
Star Wars tax.
Yeah, because if you look at literally any other figure, because like I don't think we have it in the sheet, but around this time as well, they released the John Wick figures for John Wick 4, and those, like both of those figures were around the 460 to 480 mark.
Yeah.
And like I know that this comes with a little bit more, but I don't think it's $100 more.
Well, even you look at like the One Piece figures, I think were $350, and they came with those amazing stretchy arms and different head sculpts and stuff.
Like I genuinely just think it's a thing where it's like for these big like brands and franchises, they're like, we're slapping on an extra couple hundred, just to pay the way, you know.
Yep. I will let it sit on Soko for 2 years and then pick it up when it's $400, $350. But Jay is going to pick it up at launch, so there you go. That's at least someone's going to get it.
Send us some photos when you do.
Please. Talk to us about this next one. It's another reissue, basically, or remake.
Oh, yeah, I mean, kind of. So the next one is again from Hot Toys. It's Batman from Batman v Superman. Just like... So the thing is that, like, exactly what Will's doing. When it was released, we were like, who the fuck asked for this? But then, once I looked through it, it became very, very evident why they did this.
Oh, yeah, sorry. You're mislabeling this character, Dolphin Pants has pointed out. It's actually Batman 2.0.
Sorry. Sorry, Dolphin.
That's his full name. He would like he would like to be referred to as Batman 2.0.
Ben Affleck. Nice. But yeah, so obviously this is the Batman from the BVS film in 2016. It does look a lot better in a lot of areas compared to the first release, mainly in the cape.
Yeah.
The cape sits a lot better around the shoulders, sits a lot more naturally and flowy. The head and the cowl is improved like majorly as well. Like just like that mouth and cheek area looks a lot more like Ben Affleck than what the original one does. I think they've refined, like that fucking head. Holy shit, that has got alone. They've refined a lot of the detailing in like the suit texture. The only gripe I have with it is the abs. No one's abs are that fucking wide. Like they just look like that. Like that's just a cake.
Yeah.
Like, he's got 4 cakes on his freaking torso. I do think that the ab area on the original one is better than this.
Yeah. Okay.
I think this one is just a bit too extreme. But that shot there, perfect.
Oh my god. Like this is because I sent you them before I really looked at them, and then I got to this photo, and I'm like, fucking hell, man. That's amazing.
Like they did really, really well. I love that he's got like that, like just damp hair just kind of like hanging there. It looks great.
That's so
unreal.
Cool.
And like so even there, like that's fucking Ben Affleck. That's unreal.
I say this so often about these movies, Sam. I wish Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill got time to be better characters, because I would buy the shit out of this.
Oh, 100%. And it's like there are people where to them like they already did that.
Totally.
And it's like they'll just be absolutely soaking this up and being like, yes. I love if you could just go back to that last one just very quickly. I do love that you can see like the panda eye makeup under the cowl around his eyes. I think it looks a lot more natural here and a lot more like
Totally.
here's a person wearing eye makeup and there's a cowl on top. I think they've done a really, really good job at that.
Yeah.
He does come with a really cool base. There are two versions. There's a standard and a deluxe version.
We'll get to, because the deluxe is in the base is in the next set of photos. Just after
Yeah.
this.
Okay. Cool. That's right. Well. Yeah. So basically, this is the standard one. Was because those head sculpts, I couldn't remember. Does the standard come with both of them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. There you go. So yeah, great options. Like amazing. Unreal.
There's a good comparison as well between the two.
Yeah. Oh fuck. Of course, I didn't look like that on a photo I saw. But anyway, I think mainly the height of the abs on the original one look a little bit better. I think on the new one, it's a bit too extreme, or maybe they're too like there's too much like a groove going around. It looks
like
maybe
a Baker's Delight, like
like a four pack of bread rolls.
Oh, yeah, bread rolls. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, that as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
I haven't seen that. Yeah. That looks sick.
The difference.
Oh, that's way better.
Yeah, it's
that's way better.
So that's like it's a fucking awesome set. Like just standard.
Really, like it's great for those people that don't have this version of Batman yet and that maybe really want him.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the standard one. Should we move on to the deluxe one that comes with a little fucking base? I always love a good bass, and Hot Toys have been clearly watching our streams and have been listening to me.
Yeah.
And they've been adding more basses with more of these sort of high-end editions, which is great. I don't think it's like a Batman bass. It's kind of, you can put that with any character, it'll kind of work. But Joel. This edition kind of, that's bad of you. I do think, though, that this edition heavily implies why they made this figure. I'm sure if we keep going, we'll eventually see it. But this edition comes with a sculpted cape. Now, another company did a sculpted cape not too long ago. I believe they are. Well, Milk. It's like it's got wire in it, but I'm pretty sure they like pre-fold it
like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they pre-sculpt it for you, or maybe they just leave it up to you to sculpt. I'm not too sure. But Queen Studios InArt recently released their BVS Superman that came with a drape cape and a sculpted cape.
Yep.
And I think Hot Toys, this release is purely just to get ahead of them.
Well, it's also BVS Batflex on their list as well.
Absolutely. Hot Toys are just trying to get ahead of them and get into the market quicker.
Yeah.
And they have created an edition that can, I guess, I guess be on par with the Superman. Like, I haven't looked at them side by side yet together. I feel like no matter how well Hot Toys tries to do, there'll be like something so minor about it that will just like really set it apart from anything that InArt does. But I do think like this is 100% just to try and get into the market.
Yes.
And just try to beat Queen Studios at getting this figure out.
Yeah.
If you want this figure, in terms of the price, at full price, the deluxe version is coming in at $600. Crazy.
Yep.
I think the standard one was about 480, 490. I think.
Yeah. See, that is how much the Ahsoka should cost.
Absolutely. They are expected for December of next year, so 2024. Whether or not that happens, we'll see.
Yep.
But yeah, I think this is a really, really solid release. People that I know that don't even collect Hot Toys and are Batman fans have been like, I think I need to get this. So yeah, if anything, it's telling they have done a very, very good job. But it's like I really do like it. I think it's a great figure, but I'm also like, you're just doing it to be little shits.
Yeah. That's nice. Like
what's that? Oh, that's cool. Okay, I'll buy it.
Now you're in. Totally. It's like it's so clear that they're trying to scrape off Queen Studios. And to be fair, Queen Studios InArt are falling. Like they are faltering every now and then. Like their releases are slowing compared to what they had said they were going to do. And look, we never expected the release schedule that they were giving, but they did promise it. And I think quality consistency is pretty sloppy with them. So, you know,
But
yeah,
I will say, like we say that, but whenever Hot Toys pump out about 10 releases a week, we kind of like calm it down. I think it's great that Inner are doing that though,
Yes.
in the way that they can really look at the quality of their figures
Mm-hmm.
and just pay attention to the details and those really, really minor things that, you know, they know people are going to have a sook about if they get
Totally,
wrong.
yeah.
So I'm not too mad that they haven't announced more, but yeah, I think I would have expected more to come of them by now, but they are in very early days of creating figures and products of this scale, so they're probably just trying to work out the kinks.
yeah.
But I'm sure come next year, surely we'll get some cool shit from them.
Totally. I hope so. I'm keen to. I want to see some other characters.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of repeats. But yeah,
Top Gun Maverick, give me that.
Yeah, imagine that. Little Tom Cruise you can fit in your pocket.
I'm waiting for someone to do a Barbie and Ken from the Barbie movie.
Well, I was going to ask if I'm sure they have done Lego third parties of them. They'd be great. Just tiny little Ken and Barbie.
Oh yeah, true.
My second pick is really just for Milk and I, but
Cool.
it's technically in my basket, and I just have to convince myself because you may be shocked when you look at these things, but they are expensive. So
intrigued.
my pick are chocolate bars, and these chocolate bars are from the film Poor Things,
cool.
and they're from a company called Coco, The Art of Chocolate. There are 3 of these. 3 different designs, 3 different chocolates: salted caramel, just milk, and dark chocolate.
Yep.
So there's 3 different ones. They cost $24 Australian each, which like it's actually 12, but you know,
Yeah.
And then I put them all in my basket because I'm like, I'll get 2 of each because I'll eat one and I'll just leave one and let it melt. And then I let it have the shipping, and the shipping was 102 Australian dollars for 6 chocolate bars. Thank you, Bedazzle. I'll let that through. Bedazzle says, fuck off. That's what I said. Yeah, milk please. We stopped for the same reason. Yeah. And I just kind of sat there and I'm like, well, look, I already didn't like $74 for 6 chocolate bars. That already was not nice.
Yeah.
And then I saw the shipping go on and I'm like, well, that's ridiculous.
Do you know what is like so upsetting about that though? Is that like, you know, you would usually think, oh, well, whatever that company is, they're just trying to get the most out of they can of their customers. But it's like early in the year when I had a bit of a haul come to Australia that I had been like accumulating in the US, there was like 4 comics and like a bunch of just like cards.
Yeah.
Just so like that would be like in that box, they would all be about the same size as if you got these shipped here. Like that was 90 Australian dollars. So it's like that's literally just the postage cost. That's fucking terrible.
Hate it.
It's so bad. But I will say, if you and Milk buy your orders together, is the shipping still 102 Australian?
It wouldn't go up, so we could double out. I could double the order, and then we could just drive.
Just saying.
Drive them to him. Milk.
Yeah.
Let me know. $50 each shipping. Is that too much? No.
12 chocolates.
Let's talk. Let's talk milk.
Yeah, let's chat.
I'll get back to you post Christmas. Look, to be fair, that's my big thing as well. They're sitting in the basket, and every time I go to pay, like I get payday comes, I put them back in my basket, and then I'm like, no, because who knows what's going to happen in the next 2 weeks, and so if they're still there in the new year, that's when I'll do it.
JR, I'm so glad you're watching because you are the voices inside our heads.
Yeah.
When this stuff comes up.
No, don't forget, Jaya looked at Ahsoka and they went, I'll buy it. So Jaya is both voices.
You are both sides of the spectrum for us. Yeah, 100%.
That's all I picked. Before we get into more fun and exciting things, don't worry, we're not cancelling that figures. We're doing that to the whole channel, but we're staying here. There's no more news for that. But it is some sad news. Obviously, this week, one of the big things that happened, and it's not the first time this year, Hasbro announced that they will be laying off 1,100 staff members across the entire company via an internal company email on December the 11th. That's a lot of people. That seems like a lot of people.
And it's all to make way for a new office for Todd McFarlane.
That motherfucker.
Sorry,
God
continue.
damn it. Don't talk about that fucker. We will talk about him in a sec. But that is actually on top of, in January, there was 800 layoffs there as well. So this year,
Wow.
20% of the workforce has been laid off at Hasbro, which is...
That's terrifying.
Yeah, it's massive. Not only that, they're also in the process of selling E1, which is a logo you will have seen in front of lots of different films, including the Dungeons and Dragons film this year. So they're selling Hasbro's kind of entertainment network. They're trying to find a new home for that. It's not going to go away. It'll just be similar to like 20th Century Fox going to Disney and becoming 20th Studios or whatever it's called now.
Right, okay.
But that is, that is another arm of Hasbro that is getting shoveled off elsewhere. Amongst all the layoffs, Wizards of the Coast, which is the team behind like Magic Gathering, Dungeons and Dragons, all the kind of card gaming division. There were also 20 layoffs within that team. And one of them was Mike Merles, which is the director of Magic the Gathering, which feels like a huge one. And there were a few other ones, like some of the leads on the kind of D&D podcast that is an official podcast. So there was huge cuts there. And then he's a D&D guy? That's not... maybe the comma was in a weird place. But thank you, Lepscallion. And also, the strangest thing about that is that across Hasbro's revenue shares, the kind of action figures and stuff went down a heap, and the kind of everything Wizard of the Coast, Magic the Gathering, D&D went up 40%. So the fact that there was 20 layoffs within that company makes 0 sense, because they
made profit.
Yeah, they're making more money than a 40% increase in Hasbro's revenue. So
it's just Coles and Woolies all over again, isn't it?
It's just shit. Why can't people have
just
jobs?
Dumb. But because I did read up on this very briefly, and I saw that people were speculating that they are laying off people, obviously to save themselves money, but a lot of the people they laid off were like artists. And people are saying that it's because they're leaning towards using like AI art now, because they had put up like a job listing, and apparently in the job listing it had like explicitly said you need to be able to draw hands and be able to touch up artworks. And we're like, well, then you want people just to touch up AI shit, don't you?
Yeah, and that was through Girl Draws Ghosts is the Twitter account that kind of drew that thing, and basically they're saying they got rid of all the digital artists and have a job listing that is fix AI art. That's
so
basically.
That's so bad.
So yeah.
That's terrifying.
It's horrible.
Oh my God.
And as they kind of broke it down, they were like, AI art is generated, which will be Hasbro just like pulling in photos of every G.I. Joe figure ever made. Then it will be like shown to the marketing team and being like, good, cool, signed off, just given to some kid who's probably getting paid $15 an hour to just kind of fix it up. And then it'll go. Which kind of is like, okay, that's the world we live in. The problem is that AI can make things quicker than a human can, which means they'll be like, every day, obviously hypothetical, every day the AI thing is making 150 different bits of art. They've employed one person to fix it up, which means there'll be more art going to less people to make them more money, and having to pay less people. All of it is horrible.
There's also an aspect of AI that I really hate, and being in like the artist world, like at the cons and stuff, you hear about it a lot. But again, I mean, for any of you that don't know about this, there's a side of AI where when you're getting AI to make an artwork, it takes inspiration from like actual artwork that's been created by genuine artists. So it's like, you're not just sacking a bunch of people and using the most laziest way ever to make your imagery. It's like you're also, in a way, like stealing from other artists that have worked hard to make their shit. So it's like, why?
I'm pretty sure maybe I'm making it up. I'm pretty sure there were Magic the Gathering or something like D&D things that were that, like they released product like cards and stuff that were just one-to-one bits of artwork.
They weren't the Doctor Who ones, were they?
I mean, fuck, they're awful.
Do you know what? Actually, I should have mentioned, because I'm very much into my trading cards, and during the week I was like, I might just buy a pack of the Doctor Who ones. Like I don't play the game, but I do like the artwork. So I was like, I might just buy a pack of the Doctor Who ones for me to open on Christmas Day for myself.
Yeah.
And I went to a place in my area called the Game Center, and as well as the packs, you could just buy like individual cards for like $2 to $4 that you wanted. And I got I've got a couple here. So we can kind of, I mean, I don't know if we'll be able to tell, but like, I mean, they don't look AI, but AI. But like that's like the 11th Doctor one.
Yes, yeah, yep.
Like they are really nice. I mean, you won't be able to tell on this at all. But like there are definitely, because I've got others here, but there are definitely somewhere like, if you told me that was AI, I would believe you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is terrifying.
I think it's because some of them are like flat out screen caps from the show that just look like they've been blurred a little bit. And so it looks like they've just fed them through something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the faces about that, it's a funny thing. It's like toys that we're not allowed to get it. A lot of paint overs too. Yeah. It all looks they look funky. Look, if you enjoy the art on them, all power to you. But yeah. I mean, yeah, it is interesting that Hasbro, who have these products that rely on art, and they're heading towards an AI area, it kind of just feels like, oh, we want to just make as many cards and as many packs as possible, so we're just going to hit the AI button and let those fly out the door. So it's scary.
It's just also greed, isn't it? Like, because like the only way they are thinking that's okay is because they're like, we're going to get like 100% more product out. Yeah. Because we're not having to wait for these artists to draw the artwork.
It's dumb. Fuck you, Hasbro. Speaking of Hasbro and people I want to give the middle finger to, Hasbro and McFarlane have teamed up. They are working...
Make the best figures ever.
It's just such a nothing news story. When I saw it, I was like, oh, and then I was like, oh. And so basically, if you don't know, McFarlane has these things which are called page punches, which are basically like 4 points of articulation action figures and a comic. It is a genuine comic book.
Yeah.
And the big story was that, McFarlane and Hasbro have teamed up. What it basically boils down to is Hasbro has the rights to a lot of comic books, and McFarlane wants to make these for those. And so McFarlane will be doing Transformers, Power Rangers, G.I. Joe, and Dungeons & Dragons at launch. I'm sure if they work well, which I doubt they do, there might be a kind of wiggle room for Marvel to be like, yep, we'll do it. But I'm sure that's a fucking hard swing. But that's all it really is. It means that, you'll be able to get Transformers in what are the Transformers going to look like if they're in that kind of scale? And
well, I saw a video recently. Todd was showing off. They're doing them in like a 6-inch format now as well. Yep. So they'll probably be a bit more articulated, hopefully. But the one thing that was new to them that I really like is that the artwork on the comics you get was going to be exclusive to those figures. Like, it'll be an actual comic inside, but... Oh, no, was it? No, it was an actual, like, exclusive comic as well for some of them. Like, some of them would have comics that have come out before with, like, a different artwork, but some of them had, like, an exclusive comic and cover art to the actual figure. So, like, that's pretty cool. Being a man of comics, I'm like, fuck. But you know, but look, I mean, like, it's a thing where it's like, just leave it at that. Yeah. Don't, like, I mean, look, if they can genuinely make some really cool shit together, sure. But like I always say with anything, just do it right. That's all you got to do. Just do it right.
I look at these and, like, I'm sure... No, actually, if they're McFarlane figures, they'll be horrible. I was going to say... Because, like, I used to buy... Star Wars used to do them. Like, they used to do 2 action figures and a Legends comic in the back.
That's right.
And I adored those. I think I got a few Marvel Legends ones as well. They used to do in kind of the 3.75-inch line. And they were awesome, but they were good figures because... Like, the action figure line was already good, and then they just slipped a comic book in it. Whereas, it's like he's doing it backwards. He's like, I want to sell comic books, so I'm going to attach a shit action figure to it. Like, The reason the other ones I think were better was they were already making good toys and they were just giving you a comic book for free. Yeah. I don't know. It's weird.
It's the Happy Meal of comics. Yes, Reese.
Yeah, that's good, Reese.
Yeah.
That's very good. Yeah. Anyway, that's all the news that isn't related to a thing that's coming out.
Cool.
Shall we burn through Star Wars? There's not much to talk about.
I think we should.
We're going to be seeing white plastic for the next 3 minutes because Hot Toys... there you go. How exciting. Because Hot Toys have announced a bunch of troopers. Milk is going to be talking a heap about this in the comments. So let him go. There you go. It's wrong. I told you. It's so wrong.
Why is it wrong?
Well,
what's wrong, Milk?
Listen. Captain Rex in Ahsoka looked wrong in the two time periods. This is, I think, is accurate to the show, but the show did him dirty. So this is a shit action figure of a shit live action version.
Okay.
Basically. He's cool if you don't know what he's supposed to look like. Basically.
Yeah.
Because I love Captain Rex. I've been eyeing off Captain Rexes for the last 3 years. I saw this guy, and I was like, as much as there's some funky shit going on, like, I don't know why this looks like it's backwards. There's a lot of weird stuff going on.
Okay.
This guy's going to be easy to get, and he comes with 2 different versions, and I think because he's the second version, he'll never be worth much, so I can fuck him up and throw him around and take him on a holiday and put him in a beach. So a part of me really wants to get him, but the other part doesn't. I didn't get the price. I'm sure he's fucking $500, and
probably
I would just prefer to go $600 and get the one that looks perfect. And so it's just, I'm surprised, but not that they've done a re-release of this guy. It's very strange.
Fair enough.
So disappointing that he's wrong. I'm so sorry, Violet Wind. We should have pretended that he was perfect so that everyone in the chat would just buy him. Anyway, that's what he looks like. Today, and I didn't mention it in our news, but we've got 2 showcases coming up. One that's happening right now, so there might be a few more Hot Toys reveals over the next hour. I'll check Facebook before we finish, but Hot Toys and Sideshow are currently having a showcase. Thank you, Sam. And then on the 23rd and the 24th, Wonder Festival Beijing is on, and Queen Studios will be there. So there is a very strong likelihood we'll see some new fingers. Maybe, I guess technically. Some new figures from Queen Studios and maybe some statues. But the next 2 Hot Toys, Captain Enoch, as we said in the chat, he was always coming. This scene when they revealed a bunch of troopers was just Hot Toys going, yum.
100%.
And there is another figure that is in these, that is being kind of teased, so there's more to come. He looks very cool. Bedazzle says, it looks so stupid. This is, I think, the first like new trooper design since Rogue One that I've gone, that's pretty fucking cool. Like, I love the gold, I love the crackles and stuff.
Yeah. Like, at least it's different.
Yes.
From like your stand, because that was the first thing I saw it, and I was like, "Fuck, another trooper." But then I was like, "No, it's got some gold, and at least it's got a face."
He's very grumpy.
Very grumpy boy.
This is cool. I'm intrigued to see it come out because there's obviously some pleather and some different like mixed materials. I like all the gold kind of detailing and stuff. Okay, good. Bedazzle likes how stupid it is. It's very cool. They mentioned that these are all laser etched, and you can see that they're not kind of decals on top. They're actually all cracked and stuff.
Sick. I mean, as it would be if that was just a fucking decal. I'd throw a fit.
I know, unless it made it $200, then it's like that's okay then. We also got the Night Trooper, which obviously there's a lot of different designs of these in the show, but they've just done one version. This one is fucking cool as well, because obviously there's all the crackles and stuff, but these are all like fabric kind of woven pieces that have
that's cool
attached to the armor. Like, again, that could have been hard plastic that was kind of molded on or something, but and then you can see there's a Death Trooper still to be announced that people will be going crazy about. But there you go. Is he a zombie? It's very cool. I think it's very neat that they've done it. I'm surprised that they're doing it now after so long. Like,
Yeah.
it's weird. The kind of
It's
slow.
been a while.
Yeah, the drip feed on all the Ahsoka figures is very strange. But these all exist. I didn't get any prices. These last two were only announced in the last hour and a half, so they're very fresh. Yeah, the one thing I would have kind of liked this guy is maybe if he came, or a deluxe version, if he came with a different, like, helmet, midsection, just a few alternate pieces.
Change it out a little bit.
Yeah, so if someone wanted to buy 2 or 3, they could get a few different looks going on.
For sure.
But I love it. Milk Police. My favorite thing in the show, I hated that they were zombies, but I loved that the lenses were green. I thought that was sick, and so it is
that's cool
that you can see them in these.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, I love there's like a crack in that lens as well. That's really nice.
Yeah. These are so well detailed. They are. I love them. I'm intrigued to know what price they come out at. Like, I don't know because troopers are actually usually pretty cheap. They recently did some like desert troopers that I think were only like $250, $290 or something. And I've been very tempted because I just want one that Mando's standing on. I'll be intrigued to see how these guys go. But that's everything from Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Shall we go to Marvel?
We should go into Marvel, and to start off with, I guess it's the Iron Man realm of Marvel.
It's the stormtrooper of Marvel.
He's the stormtrooper of Hot Toys in Marvel at the moment. Which was really funny. When I put this in here, I thought it was 1/6.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was a quarter scale figure.
Totally.
But this is a quarter scale Mark VI of the Iron Man suit from Iron Man 2. It's very cool.
Very cool.
It's very, very cool.
This is me when it's been a hot day and I'm just like, scratch.
Just chafing. Yeah.
I feel it.
Yeah. Look, they do make a lot of Iron Men, but this one is really, really nice.
Yeah.
It just looks like I literally have nothing to say about it because it just looks fucking sick.
It's so
like
cool.
It looks great.
And then you get a good head.
Very good head. Yeah. Like, again, I think Hot Toys are really doing well lately with like hair sculpting. Like, the hair sculpting is sick.
Yeah.
Oh man, it looks so nice.
It is sad that it's 1/4 scale. Like I would this would be my Iron Man if he was a smaller boy.
It's very expensive. But as you can see, comparing that from the first few images and that one there, it does come with parts so you can swap out. So if you wanted like a battle damaged Iron Man rather than a clean version Iron Man, you can. There are also multiple points of LED functioning lights, which is great. So all like the little like blue areas and stuff, they all light up. The arc reactor, the eyes, the repulsors in the hands and everything. Yeah, amazing. I think the most impressive thing for me with Iron Man figures is always like the weathering, like just like the small little scratches and the specks of like paint that is coming off every now and then is always really, really nice. It's expected for December of next year, as is 95% of the Hot Toys catalog.
Yep.
And it's coming in at $1,099.99.
Ah!
You could have fucked off that $99. You did not need that.
No. God, it's a shame that Josh got married, because like he's just never gonna be able to buy these things. Like,
surely she has to buy it for him for like a birthday or Christmas or both.
True.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, birthday, Christmas, and Christmas. Yeah, that's what it would be. At least 4 years worth. It's very cool. Josh has got a hot toy in a box that he's never opened.
One?
It's not hot. It's hot toys, but it's Power Pose Mark 43. And it's an awesome figure. He's just never opened it. It's here, it's in Sydney.
Just go steal it.
Maybe he took it home. I can't remember. I know. Let's. Oh no! If you were coming to New Year's, I would say we should just go upstairs, take it, and just
do an unboxing,
rip it open in front of him. Do an unboxing. It's very cool.
Amazing.
But that is so much money.
It's a lot. Again, like it is quarter scale, but I swear, man, like it gets me so worried because like what's gonna happen in 10 years' time when it comes to pricing?
I know it's only going up.
It's only going up. So that's Iron Man.
That's Iron Man.
Next up, we're looking at the Marvel Legends Wolverine, the 50th anniversary figures.
Yeah.
From Yeah,
from
Hasbro,
those
I guess.
fuckers.
Those little pricks.
We don't start with Wolverine as such, but we'll get there.
I was going to say, I haven't looked that too much into them, so William, please inform us on what we're looking at.
The first two figures are some caps. We've got this one from Secret Empire, which, if you remember, this is the Nazi Captain America that was Hail Hydra, and then he wasn't. I look and Hasbro, but they are getting better at action figures. I think color wise, their figures are just a little bit more subdued, and like I really appreciate that. Like a Poppy comic character is great, but I quite like when the colors are kind of this pastel. They feel better on a shelf. This guy, big thumbs up. I'm 90% sure this is the first time Sam Wilson Cap has released with wings. They've released him before, and they never released him with wings. This one is awesome. He's got exclusive to Pulse and Target. Of course he is. He's got these awesome wings that are just so strong. Yeah, Joshy, I'm talking about this cap, the comic book cap, Joshy. Because I've had I know they're the words that came out of my mouth. I have the original comic book one that came in a 3-pack with Kate Bishop and Vision, and I love him, but I got rid of him because he doesn't have wings. Why the fuck do I want him on the shelf? Whereas this guy looks awesome. I love all the little kind of sculpted detail.
Yeah, the detailing's great.
He's very good. That head is the same though. That is the same head from, I want to say, 10 years ago. But the rest of it's very cool. The body may have... Actually, is it the Bucky Cap body? Maybe it is. Someone in the chat will know. There's lots of nerds. Not so good head. We've also got Angel, which is very cool. More wings for people to get excited about.
That's cool.
But then we get to the Wolverines. This one is very cool. I feel like this one is the one that you'd be tempted by, right? This little 2-pack.
I was looking at it, and I do love me like a casual looking hero or villain. So I think it's really, really neat.
Yeah. Well, he comes with Sabretooth. The thing that I wasn't expecting is the height difference, which is awesome, between the two figures. Like, Sabretooth is a big boy. I mean, Logan's a small boy, but you know what I mean. This is like, honestly, this is... I haven't looked at leaks. I don't think Sabretooth is in the game, but the Logan is basically the one in the teaser trailer for... That's
what I was thinking as well, because I was like, this is basically what we see in like that teaser of the game that's not coming out for another century, but...
we looked at one part of the leak, just the map. It's whatever. Another short king and a tall king. We've got
I didn't see this one. This was funny.
Yeah, not BMAC, not that kind of map. We've got Patch and Joe Fixit, which is very cool. This is a great bundle. Would be a great Fortnite skin bundle. Imagine that. Chuck all.
Yeah, man.
Look at that.
Yeah, man.
Because I think Patch was already in Fortnite, right? There was already a Patch potentially. I
don't know.
Someone who plays Fortnite will know. Look at him. He's awesome. He's sick.
He's very cool. These would be great for those that actually own the comic book cover where like they appear on it.
Yeah.
Because you could just have them standing in front of the comic on like a little shelf. That'd be really nice. That'd be cool.
That would be sick. This one is Lilandra. I actually knew that. I just had to double check. And this guy...
That looks terrifying.
Well, his teeth. Look at that. Wow. There you go. He's a fucking simp.
What's he looking at?
Yeah. What the fuck?
That's insane.
What a weird pose, Hasbro. And then the last one, which I actually think is a fucking sick set, is Wolverine and Psylocke.
That's cool.
I love the colors. I know I was talking about subdued colors. I like this end of the spectrum where it's all poppy and awesome blues.
Good.
Especially the cool thing about all these, if you bought them all, you just have, and you bought them all, and then you have the Logan that you've already got. Yeah. You've got all these extra heads you can swap in, and you got
100%. Yeah, that'd be sick. Yeah,
it's cool. I mean, this is just a plastic figure when there's nothing else going on and it's black, and that's always a bit disappointing. But this is awesome. The Kirby dots on her arm and stuff are very cool.
That's cool. I would get very excited if for the anniversary they just do one from like each like film appearance. Like just Come on, guys.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean, surely they'll be doing ones from like the film for Deadpool 3.
Yeah.
Like 100% buying that when that comes out.
Yeah.
Oh, the hot toy for that, 100% buying that.
Well, they did, Marvel Legends did do, like 2 Logans, or 3 Logans from the movies. They did remember they did a white tank top, they did a biker jacket, and they did a Logan 2-pack with Professor X. Do you remember those?
Oh, yeah. That wasn't that long ago, was it?
No, that was for the 20th anniversary of the films, I think. It was 2020.
Oh, okay.
So they've already
Must have been
they've kind of dipped into that. But I'm keen to see what they'll do for the movie, which would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be great.
What's next? Oh, these ones. I almost forgot to put these in here. But these are coming to us from Present Toys. And the first one, there's all those figures. The first one is Mutant Man M.
Yeah, this guy is freaking insane. Like, genuinely have no complaints.
Totally. Like, it's as good as a man in a latex suit can be. Like, it's an incredible head sculpt. Yes, Mutant Man, you heard me right. Like, awesome helmeted sculpt as well.
Yeah.
Milk says, I don't like seeing Magneto with a screen print torso. You don't like detail? Look at the detail. Wow.
Come on, Milk.
Look at the detail, Milk. Yeah. Awesome release. The 2 figures we're going to look at here actually come in 2 different versions. This is kind of the standard release, which just comes with a cool thing. Then there's a deluxe release, which comes with this throne.
But I think you can also buy the throne on its own, can't you?
Yes, you can. Yeah.
I think, cool.
Yeah. But I think the throne on its own is like $250 or something. It's a hefty price. But as a deluxe kind of set, look at that shit. And yeah, Milk, jump on the throne. Like, that's great for just legends and stuff. Like, it's a cool display piece. There you go. Look at that. How cool.
It's so cool. And like, when we had a look at the Wolverine earlier on, we mentioned that they are doing a Magneto. It's going to be a tough one to beat.
That's true.
Very tough one to beat. But we'll see.
BMAC says every seat is a hand job. All right, BMAC. There you can see everything he comes with. There's not much in terms of accessories, but you get a non-angry pre-order gift, which is nice.
Yeah, cool.
So there's that.
Would have been cool if he came with some like little effects.
Yeah, like the early photos kind of make it look like he does, but they're just all photoshopped in. Which is a shame, but that might be where Hot Toys win over. This, as a deluxe release, costs $564. It is a hefty one for a third party, but that is the chair included. On his own, without the chair, he is still $290. So he's still on the upper end of a third party, but, you know, pretty decently priced.
Cool.
That one's cool. This is, like you say, pretty much perfect. I also think this guy is pretty much perfect.
Oh, this one's very, very... And, like, you were just talking about colours?
Yes.
The colours on this one, especially.
If I see James Marsden in this outfit, I will come.
I really hope it happens, hey?
To see me come?
Yeah, just for that. Yeah.
I'll film it, everybody. This is leave me alone, Twitch. You let worse things on the internet. This is really cool. It's also because, like, the head sculpt is like a weird blend of comic and James Marsden. Like, I see a little bit of him in this as well.
Yeah, fair enough.
But really cool release. No weird dong problems like the Hot Toys one. Some cool releases, some cool hits like that one. I'm like, I see Marsden in there.
Yeah, for sure.
I see a little bit of that. That's his.
It's sculpted so well.
It's very cool. I love all the tactical pockets.
Yeah, for sure.
I do want to go watch Jury Duty. I really do, B-Mac. Cool release. A bunch of different heads, and you can see the different ways the visors kind of fizzle out. I love it.
That's really cool.
I love it. There you go. Good mid-action. Look at that shit.
That's sick. That's cool.
So this is another one that comes with 2 versions. There's obviously a standard one that is just the figure, but then there is one that also comes with this base.
That's sick.
Which is very cool. I assume it's just kind of Danger Room rubble. There may be this may be something, and I'm sure someone will let me know in the chat. But in my mind, I think it is just Danger Room stuff.
Yeah.
But there you go. There you can see the full thing. The really cool thing is if you pre-order it now, you get the jacket.
Sick.
Preview. So without the base, it costs Again, it's up there, but it is a pretty much perfect third-party figure. It's 380 Australian,
Okay.
which is up there for third-party. And then with the base, it's 445. So it is.
Yeah.
It's kind of official pricing. It's not
Yeah.
really the kind of third party, but who knows? Maybe that's the kind of direction third parties going as well. Everything's getting more expensive. That may be just the future we're living in.
Yeah.
If you don't pre-order, your Cyclops is swagless. That's true. That's Cyclops. And kind of rounding out the massive Marvel comic book based 1/6 push, really. There's been a few this week. This month. We've got this guy, which I have seen a few reviews for, and people seem to be kind of either really like, this is the best thing ever, or don't worry about it, but it's pretty good. Like, it's a really weird mix of some people like, this is definitive Spider-Man, or he's alright.
For me, I'm kind of like, eh.
Yeah.
For me, it's a thing where I think if the body was more like cartoon accurate, if that makes sense.
Yep.
I think it would have looked a lot better, because it's kind of like you've just taken a Tom Holland Spider-Man body and slapped on like some comic accurate eyes and like a new printed suit.
Yep.
So I think if the body was a bit different, it could look really good.
Totally.
It's just, I don't know. It's it's cool. Like, I think the base and everything it comes with is really nice. But I think just as a figure, it's like it's just a very random release. It's just very
It's a bit of everything. This is also such a strange choice.
Oh yeah, that. I mean, I'd buy it just for that. But that's all right.
It is kind of just a bit of a mishmash. When we first saw it and it was a little bit low res, it was kind of like, oh, this is exciting. But the more high definition it became, the less. Like, that angle in that display, amazing. But it won't look like that all the time.
No.
The other strange thing, which we kind of quickly went past, is because they designed the eyes to be this size, they then tried to do the different things. That's not how that looks. Like, when it squints, the whole thing squints. It's so, they tried. I applaud them, and for some people, this will be their definitive Spidey, and good on them. But I haven't even grabbed the price for this, because this was also a special edition and sold out very quickly. So there's everything he comes with.
I reckon he was around the 500 mark.
Probably
even 550.
Yeah. Like, it's I mean, look, let's not talk about the Scarlet Witch figure, but it's probably like in that kind of hellscape. Or the Anakin Skywalker figure. Let's not talk about that.
Don't talk about him.
Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about you guys for a little bit.
Yeah.
Because it's the end of the year soon. Holy shit, soon. Fucking hell. Jesus. And our videos actually start rolling out from tomorrow. All the Things of the Year videos will start hitting the channel. We're going to kick things off tomorrow with the pop culture moments of the year, so get keen for that. But we asked you what your favorite purchases of the year are. We'll let you know what ours are at the end of the episode. But you guys showed us some stuff. B-Mac, you showed us this. How cute.
Very nice.
Nice fingers. Sorry. I'm horrible.
William.
I'm horrible. It's a very cute little Grogu. It's
very
cute. So sweet. B-Mac, can you listen? Was this like in... is this your house? Have you got a massive globe? Because it would make sense, because you love your maps.
I just thought that was marble.
It does just kind of look like Marvel, but I think I can see Africa or something there. It is.
He's reluctant to say anything more.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, people. It's very sweet. That was B-Mac's pick. Joshy just gave us his whole room, and
this is whole room,
which is fair. He didn't literally, but if you did just take a photo of your whole room, I'd be like, that's fair. I know there's purchases in there, and I know that they're all very good. But he did give us a few picks. The number one was the Muffix Nightwing, which looks very good.
Looks very solid, yeah.
Good pick. You can see a few different Nightwings of the crew. And then we got the butt shot, which is very, very important when it comes to Nightwing.
Yeah.
He also did say that he liked, there you go, with the Coastal logo is very important as well. Very cool. Like, they're still very tempting every time I see them in JB and stuff.
They're in Target now as well.
Really? For $10?
Oh fuck! I wish no, like literally like the same price as everywhere else, which is which is like insane. But yeah, they're there.
They're very cool. I think they are it's kind of the definitive Tom Holland for at least for now. So, good pick as well. We also got the Muppets Huntress, which was in my basket for a while, and then it slipped out again. But that's a good pick too. And then an entire team of X-Men.
Nice.
Which is very cool. That's the crew that he's basing it on. And then the last one is Mandrake the Magician.
Cool.
By NECA.
With River Song in the background.
Yep, River Song and Madame Kavarian.
How the fuck do you know that name still?
It's still in here. It's still in
insane. That is insane.
Listen, you know the reason why that's so embedded in my brain is because her name is Madame Ovaries, and she's a nurse doctor or whatever. Like Moffat is not fucking subtle. That's why it's in there. Otherwise, I would have forgotten. He also says that this is the only time they appear like this. So that lineup is based on this cover, basically.
Oh, cool.
And you've got all the poses going as well. That's very cool. Nice.
Yeah, sick.
Very nice, Joshy.
Good stuff.
We've also got picks from this is from Nicrotex, which we've ruined him. This isn't out yet. He says that this is entering production and should release next year, and it's their first ever figure they've bought, first proper one, and he blames that everyone involved in the show is to be held accountable for this and the full diorama.
I'll fucking cop that.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm proud.
I'm proud of you, and I'm proud of us.
Yep.
Pics in the Discord when you get it, Nico. It's very cool. I really like this. What else we got? Violet Wynn. This very cute Ahsoka.
Nice.
Very sweet.
Very nice. And some Lego.
Very good.
Love some Lego.
Good set pick.
Yeah,
very
nice
good.
little set there. Yeah.
We've also got, these are from Bedazzle, who says, my FNAF plushies and figures after watching the movie. I fell in love with the series all over again. Dolphin Pants and Dingo helped too. Very cool. They're neat. Like, I'm not in this world at all. But,
yeah, no, they're very cool.
But like the character design of FNAF is so cool.
I love that the figures even have like the gaps in between like each portion of the body.
Yeah, they're sick. They're very cool.
Because that's like accurate to what like the puppets are like from what I've seen.
Yeah, but, totally. On the big suits and stuff.
Yeah.
And they also say that they won a WWE championship this year. Not to brag, but that's a big deal for them as well.
Cool.
You know,
sick.
everyone step back.
And that's also a good belt. That's like a proper, like a replica one as well. That's sick.
Because they won.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
So of course, it's a good belt, Sam. What are you talking about? Also, they're going to the live show next year. Very nice. How exciting for you. To WWE.
Like the one in Perth?
Apparently, yeah. Maybe.
Oh, that's sick.
That's very, very cool.
That's very cool.
And they also mentioned that, remember our God of War Ragnarok unboxing that we shot in the studio? And someone said that the VF hadn't opened the box yet. Still haven't opened it.
Yeah.
It's still in the box.
Who's that?
Bedazzle. Bedazzle mentioned the
Bedazzle.
Not Bedazzle themselves. They're BF.
Well, just, you know, it's Christmas time.
Yeah.
You might as well wrap it up for them.
That's a great idea.
Put it under the tree. Now they have to open it.
Yeah.
Because it's Christmas.
Yep. That's a fucking awesome idea. I tried. Amazing.
You need to just like print out a photo of me and Will looking really angry and just frame it in the house and it's got to stay there until it's open.
Or just stick it to the box or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've also got a few picks from Milk, who also went the Joshy route. We've got a slew of them. Milk Police says, going to have to give it a short top 5, but I don't think any of us can top what Dolphin has, and we'll get to Dolphin. The number 1 was Contacts, which look very cool.
That's cool.
We've got the entire Chainsaw Man shelf, which is good. I was present when I think a new item was acquired at PAX this year. It'll never end. We've also got the Muffex Battinson, which looks very cool. Look at that cape.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's a good swoop. That's a great shelf.
Very good shelf.
We've also got the little turtle tuts that he picked up in America, because we didn't get shit here for that film. They just didn't try at all.
For what film?
For Mutant Madness, I think we've eventually gotten them here, but initially
okay.
there wasn't anything.
Okay.
We've also got the number one pick, actually, and I've chosen that this is number one pick, is the HasLab backpack.
Not the sonic screwdriver?
Not the 11th Doctor Sonic Screwdriver. Well, actually, is it 11th? It's got that button and that button. You can only really tell if he extended it and pressed the button.
I'd say it's 11th.
Well, so it would be the 12th if he extends it and presses the button and it works.
Right.
Yeah, it's the 12th. Yeah.
Ah,
See, I know my
traitor.
shit. Madden Gavarian. Look at that shit. Good picks. I also didn't get them, but Jaya posted a bunch of picks. If you want to see them in the Discord, they came through after we were already live. Or I was already on the computer, but they posted photos from the concerts they've been to this year. They were the best purchases. It was like
Hell yeah.
fucking Ed Sheeran, Harry Styles,
fuck yeah.
Florence and the Machines, and there was another band as well. Very good. Very cool.
Sick.
But yeah,
that's very valid.
we all lost out because the true greatest purchase this year is the wedding certificate of Mr. Dolphin.
Oh.
Which is it's very good. It's very good. Everyone applaud in the chat. There we go.
Congrats, Dolphin.
There it is. And that is all your picks. There we go. There's some claps in the chat. There we go. Let's move on to nipples.
That's actually really fucking cute, Dolphin, you prick.
That's a beautiful photo.
No, it is, but like it's just cute that he's like put that in like his favorite things of the year. It's really nice.
Look, Ma, I'm a figure. Let's move on to some DC, shall we?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I wish you hadn't put these in here because I'm now I want them.
Now you want them?
Yeah.
Well, look, there's one I really want.
Yeah.
Because they're pretty cool. But these are the DC multiverse figures from the Batman and Robin film. I don't know what year that came out.
97.
97? That's the year I was born.
Yes, that's why. Yeah, 97.
Oh, cool. Good on you.
Yeah. We were born.
But yeah, so they are releasing a bunch of figures.
There's people in the chat that feel old as shit.
Oh, sorry, everyone. Before I was born,
Okay.
JR.
There you go.
Now
Now it's gotten worse for him.
Scott, mate, this is we need to quit this show. This is terrible. But yeah, obviously a bunch of figures coming from that film. I'll just have a quick look again what ones there are. I believe there's like obviously a Batman, Robin, and then I might just buy that just for that. But yeah, Batman, Robin, obviously there's a Poison Ivy. And was that Batgirl, that one?
That was Batgirl. Yeah.
Batgirl, yeah, cool. Just check.
The face got like that's the thing. I think we looked at these ages ago when they were kind of blurry photos. Like I see Alicia Silverstone.
Yeah,
like
because I think the first time we saw them, they were just like the
just the
2D
set.
renders,
Yeah,
on like a little fucking layout sheet.
Yeah.
But yeah, because like for me, I think this is the first time I'd seen them like actual like post figures, which is really cool.
Like she looks,
and yeah, like they look great.
That's his face. I see Clooney.
That's him. that's not Clooney.
Yeah. You can see that's the build up of the figure. Like that's decent. And then like she's probably the weakest, but even then, not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Absolutely. I think they've done a really, really good job. I recently got to see some of these costumes on display at Movie World, which was just unreal.
Yeah.
That was the Robin suit that they had there, which is really cool. And they had Mr. Freeze there. Oh my god. It was just my god. Everybody chill. So good. They also had this big gun there as well, which was sick. But yeah, I mean, if I could just buy Mr. Freeze, 100%.
I know.
Yep.
You don't want to have to pay for this whole wave.
Oh yeah, for sure. I love that Mr. Friezo is just on every box.
Yeah.
Like his face is just there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so these should already be out. They were meant to come out this month. So they might not be in Australia yet, but definitely in the US they would be around. 25 USD, so about the 40 to 45 mark if you found them in like a Big W or Kmart or something. In Kmart it'd be like $4. But yeah, that's the Batman and Robin.
I like them.
Yeah, I know that it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's so funny because I know it's bad, But that is the film of our childhood. Even though we were born after it, or the same year of it. Like, when I think about Batman as a kid, this is the movie I think about. It's this and Adam West.
Yeah, cool.
So I think it's very sick. It's sick that they're here.
Enough. For me, it's just the Christian Bale ones. So
yeah, they suck.
Sorry about that. Speaking though of the Christian Bale Batman films, this next item just fucking caused havoc for the last couple of weeks. Coming to us from J&D Studios, it is a 1/6 Joker. Another Joker.
We're back again, baby.
So yeah, another Joker. It's like every time a company wants to tackle 1/6 and a new form of like figure technology, they just go straight to Joker.
Yeah.
So I mentioned new figure tech. What J&D are doing is they're doing a seamless body. So even the neck and the jaw, there's no like...
I believe there's a good... There you go.
There you go. Like, you can just fucking pose it. Like, there's no like creases or seam lines or gaps or anything to show it being a normal figure. I saw a few photos. What they've basically made is like a metal, like a skeleton underneath all the silicon. And then there's like wires and shit in there that help you pose it.
Yeah.
I think it looks great.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's sold out.
Yeah.
Like, which was insane.
Yeah.
I think by the time we found that out, it had maybe a week, maybe less, maybe like 4 days. Who knows? But yeah, sold out entirely. There's a standard and a deluxe.
Yeah.
As far as I know, the standard is just like the figure itself, a few minor accessories in the base. And then the deluxe comes with like the 2 dogs, the chair, a few more accessories, and an extra jacket as well, I think.
Yes. The strange thing is, I think it's sold out on their official website, but Sugo still have it.
Yeah, Sugo still have it up. So it's like, it's sold out from the supplier, but obviously retailers that have bought stock will still have some stock available if you want it. Once you find out the price, you probably won't want it. I didn't get the price of the fucking the forks, mate. I didn't get the price of the standard edition, but the deluxe edition, which, like, look, if you're going to spend the money on the standard, you may as well go to the deluxe.
Yeah.
I couldn't even get it out then. It's that terrifying. Like, AUD, the deluxe is $2,600, which is just fucking wild.
Insane.
Like, a company's just going to use the excuse of, new figure tech, and then just like fucking inflate that price.
Because it's identical and less things than the Queen Studios release as well.
Like, look, I would still go Queen Studios because I feel like having a seamless articulated body to this caliber, I reckon we're going to see some horror stories in a couple of years' time. I'm imagining like slits in the neck, like, I don't know what the arms are like, but surely
especially being the like, good on them for doing the new tech, but being the first ever figure, and there is like so many horror stories of silicon bodies, like if the $2,600, if the $600 is a warranty that you can get a brand new one, sweet.
Yeah.
Because
I
would pay $600 to have a warranty on them.
It's just like I don't know if I'll ever get a figure that would have this involved.
It's worrying.
I would just like that pose there. That's me when I think of a seamless body. Just fuck. But yeah. It is very cool, though. I'll give them that. It's very, very cool.
Yeah.
It's expected, though, Q3, Q4, 2025. So 2 years away.
Yeah.
Which is wild. But at least they're honest.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
At least they're honest.
I'm intrigued. I'm so fucking disappointed that they started with Heath Ledger again. Like, cool, because it's cool to have, like, 3 different companies and we can compare them so directly. But
Yeah.
I just would love to see them do something new and instantly be like, oh, cool. Not only are you using new tech, but you're angling for different characters and different licensing.
And even like do a figure where like 90% of their body isn't just covered in clothing.
Prove yourself.
Like, I don't know, do like...
Do a Harley or something, I guess.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah. I mean, yeah, if they wanted to go like the superhero route, yeah, just do a Harley.
Yeah.
And then you can just, because you'll be able to see what the legs and arms are like. And I feel like that's where the seamless body will kind of like pay off. Because I feel like on a figure like this, unless you literally have him looking up to show that off, you're not going to know.
No, not at all.
So,
there's two yeses for a Harley. Like, look, if one of these fuckers do a Harley from the Suicide Squad in the red and black, just throwing money at him. I'm out. I'm in.
Just throwing myself off a cliff at that point.
Yeah.
And then we'll meet Margot again twice in the 1 year, and we'll get her to sign that base as well.
Yeah. Has she got 2 movies coming out next year? Maybe.
Has she?
Has she got any movies coming next? I think she's
I
think she's assigned herself to a producer role a little bit for a while. So,
oh, that's cool.
She owns a production company, so she should probably focus on that. But staying in the DC world for 1/6 figures, I think you may have sent these to me at some point, but I've chucked them in here. These are from S Hero. We've got the Dark and the Super Hero. These are based on the animated series.
I did send you these.
Yeah.
I forgot about these. Holy shit.
These are so cool. These are scratched some itches in the chat. These are obviously, I'm sorry, Milk. These are obviously taking heavy inspiration from the animated series. And you'll see the Justice League series as well. Look at all the heads, all the accessories.
So cool. So cool.
The cape is so thick and encompassing of the figure.
It just drapes so well as well.
The Ocean's 11 film with Gosling. That's right. That's the only film she's in.
Oh, cool.
Which is very exciting. Look at this. Even that, which is a little dorky, it's perfect.
Oh, that's cool. I haven't seen that photo before. That's sick. I love that.
And then look at all the face plates, the different
oh shit,
assortments, because you can see in this next one a couple of different faces, heads.
Yeah.
These are all the different looks that you can give the figure. Look at that. Number 8 is the best
sick.
one.
That's great.
Awesome. If you're a fan of there's obviously, as Mook says, there's the redesign. There's a little changes to the animated series look. But it's very cool. The one thing, both of these are actually quite expensive for kind of a not live action character. You're not really paying for a license. You're not paying for any license because it's third party.
True.
This one, the Dark Hero, costs $319, which is up there. Estimated Q3 for next year, but there is a lot of accessories. I'm not going to justify it because I do think when it's third party, you got to kind of scrape the barrel for the price. You got to lower it because you are not an official licenser. So, but it is a very good piece. The one for Sam though is this boy. It's very cool.
Wait, he's missing the fucking buckle.
Yeah, there's a circle there, but there's no thing there.
That's so stupid.
Yeah, I mean they're not even showing us the logo,
Ruined.
Sam. It might have a H in it for hope.
No, well, you know what? Because literally anything, because this has happened with me with my artwork.
Yeah.
As soon as Warner Brothers sees a Superman S, they just attack you.
Mm-hmm.
They just copyright infringe you like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I get it, but also fuck you, Warner Brothers.
You suck.
But this is very cool.
It's a cool release. There's a bunch of cool stuff. There's little. Oh, it's a logo. I thought it was a little crystal. It's neat. It's neat. It sucks that you have superhero on the base.
Yeah, but the coolest thing about it for me is the extra boots that have like the tilted heel.
Yep.
But if he's in like a flying pose, which is a really cool thing to add. And I love that he's got like a metal beam that he can bend.
Yeah.
Like I know that it's never a thing in any movie, but like that's nice as well. I love that's never a thing in any movie, but it's like that's the sort of accessories you just want with any Superman release.
Totally.
Like give me something for him to fucking bend or punch through, and I'm happy.
Yeah. It's a cool release. This one is
Yeah.
a little cheaper. It's 289 Australian. Still looking at the Q3, Q4. It's cool. Joshy says that this is accurate to the animated series. That there's nothing
Right.
going on there. So they're at least not
What's ugly?
swinging a miss. Yeah, it's just balls, man. It's a cool release.
Cool.
I haven't really looked at this next one. I'm hoping the photos worked. I saved them and it was getting angry at me.
The this next thing is from Iron Studios, and it's for the Disney 100 merch that is never going to end.
Yeah.
This next thing is from The Lion King, and is a deluxe 1/10 statue
Very cool.
of when Simba is being held up into the light of Disney.
Elton John.
There is a deluxe and a standard. This is the deluxe, so it comes like the environmental base with them up on the rock, which is sick.
Yep.
I think all the detailing around the edge of the base down the bottom is really nice.
Yeah.
Just kind of like that carved wood kind of feel. Look, I mean, it looks great. Like it's
very
great
cool.
that it's not too detailed, obviously being animated.
Yeah.
I think they've done a great job. He's got actual whiskers.
It does. It's nice.
Wait, is this Simba as an adult?
Yeah, it is weird. Is this the end? Is the end of the film?
Is this the end of the film?
I guess it is. Because it is weird.
Because I don't think his dad was ever that smiley.
Yeah, or hot. Is it a little bit of maybe it's his daughter? Lion King 2? Lion King 2?
Oh.
No.
Well, it's only said The Lion King, so
It's the end of the movie because there's no Scar. Yeah, right. Yeah, true.
True.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sick.
Um,
All right, well, that's cool. So that is the... Mate, if my partner's watching this, she's going to fucking bash the shit out of me for not knowing this. She just messaged me.
Amazing. Holy shit.
Yeah, good. Please don't hurt me. No, but yeah, so this is the deluxe edition. The standard one is literally just
Is
the
it
rock.
kind of,
It's literally, it cuts off there.
Yep.
Hasn't got Simba or Dala. Is that right?
Okay. Yeah, I don't fucking know.
I think so. Yeah, it's literally only got the monkey holding the baby.
Yeah. Okay.
So, and massive price difference as well. So this version that we're looking at, 1,400 Australian.
Fucking hell, look at those arms.
Fuck, I think that's Simba.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, so this one, 1,400 Australian, but if you just got the standard one, which is just the rock, monkey, and the baby,
Yep.
$300.
Shit.
So-
that is a big difference.
Yeah, literally $1,100 difference.
Yeah, wow. I'm going to quickly find the standard one because we should have a look at the difference between them.
It is on Sugo, Will. If you go on there,
cool.
they've also got the standard one. Because, it's very, very, like, minimal.
Oh, wow.
Like, there's really
That is
nothing
super
to it.
fucking
Yeah.
simple, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let me hide bookmarks.
It's almost like they just, like, casted too many of that part of the thing.
Yeah.
They're like, let's just make a standard.
What? I'm getting there. Hold on, everybody. But yeah, that's
There
so
we go.
strange.
Yeah. It does say pending approval, though. So that's interesting.
Yeah, weird.
For both of them.
That's
I do
also
love, though,
not
that-
$300 worth of statue.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
so small.
Like, that should be like 100 at the
Yeah.
most. But I do like that there is a little, like on the standard one, at the very, very bottom, there's like a little emblem on the bottom of the rock face, just there, which is like the painting he does of Simba, which is nice. It looks a lot better in HD, but that's all right. But yeah, so that's that from The Lion King.
That's very cool.
I just thought it was a nice little piece to put in because I saw it last week and I was
Yeah.
like, that's cute. I think people will like that.
That's very cool. Look at those arms.
Next thing is also technically a Disney product. Coming to us from Infinity Studio. It is a 1:1 scale life-size bust of Neytiri
I'm sure it
from
is.
Avatar: The Way of Water. This thing's fucking wild, to be honest. Just because, look, the movie was shit, but they've done a really, really good job at this.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! Is that a photo?
That's crazy.
Is that just a screen grab from the movie?
That's nuts.
That's sick. Oh
Those
shit!
eyes are crazy, man.
Yeah, wow, that's really really cool. I don't think it does do this, but the one thing
looks
that would
like
like
it
just
does.
elevate this 10 times for me, if the white, oh, kind of,
I
oh
think it may
shit,
do, Sam.
maybe, or is it maybe like a UV deal?
I'm sure it's fucking UV. Everything's UV
Yeah.
these days.
If they like prominently like lit up, sold.
Yeah.
I wouldn't buy it,
Yeah.
but I'd like it a lot better.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think this is really cool. This one here that you're looking at is the standard edition.
Yeah.
So this one kind of gets a bit of like a V taper at the chest. Doesn't really have like the environmental elements, but I do like how simple this one is. I think the base underneath it is really nice. Just having the big Avatar logo there is great.
Yeah.
And then the special edition or deluxe is that one there that you see. So it goes down to about the waist or the ribs.
Yeah.
And it's got some like plantation from Pandora. Oh, do those light up? That's nice.
Yeah.
That's
That's some UV shit right there. Sam.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, I'll give it a pass. So the regular version is coming in at 4,300 Australian, which is that one there.
Yeah.
The deluxe edition is coming in at fucking $9,400.
Ah!
Are those plants fucking real?
Yeah.
Like, are they actually from Pandora?
Do you have to water them? Yeah. Like,
Yeah, do you have to water them?
keep them alive?
That's so yeah.
Yeah.
But look, I mean, I don't know why they did her over.
Yeah, I mean, I know
Jake
why,
Sully?
Sam. I know why they did her over Jake Sully.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I know why
there's
it's probably selling.
There's a few reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
BMX said, yeah.
Yeah, which is just like, it's kind of fucked up. Because, like, that's just like, it's such a weird, because, like, I didn't want to address it, but now we are.
There's, like, these photos are very careful, but when this thing is in your house, they are, like, it's the same thing in the film. I'm like, it's crazy that it's always in the right place.
Like, how is a light breeze not just exposing everything?
Yeah. And does she notice? Because if my fly is undone, I know.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel the
because that's the
breeze.
thing in the movie.
Yeah.
Like, she could be taking bullets to the back, running through the jungle, and it's just like there's no slippage of any kind.
Nothing. Like, I know they've got tape for that, but do they have tape on Pandora?
They don't have fucking... Mate, they barely have fire. They got nothing on Pandora.
They don't have fire yet. The way of the
Tell you
fire.
what they don't have is a good fucking game on PlayStation, because that thing is...
Oh! We don't have to update your games of the year, do we, Sam?
No, not really. It's fine. I mean, I recently got to the part where you get a flying bird, so that made it a lot more
That's
fun.
what you wanted.
But,
that's all you
that's
wanted.
what I wanted, really. Yeah. It's just, there's so much. I literally skip every cutscene. And I still know what's happening.
Yeah. That's the film.
Like, they're just fighting off the humans. That's it.
Yeah. You're talking about this. Yeah, I know. That's Avatar.
Yeah.
Skip the movie, you still know what's
Anyway, that's it for that. William, what do you have for us?
Let's talk about a good movie and an alright figure. We looked at the preview of this. I don't think we ever looked at him in full from Mars Toys. The School Badass.
Oh, yeah.
This is Biff Tannen.
Give me your lunch money.
McFly! From Back to the Future. He's good, and then he's terrible. This figure ranges based on lighting. Right here, awesome, very cool. He comes with 3 different outfits and 2 different head sculpts, which is pretty awesome. For it's $260, not that expensive for a third party. Still okay, but not great there.
Yeah,
he's slipping a little bit, but like the kind of the representation of him is there. We're getting further away, and now we're like, who's that man?
Even he's like, who am I?
Who am I? But this is very cool. The almanac in the back pocket is very cool.
Oh, that's sick. I like that.
Very cool. Yeah, the likeness slips. The outfits are amazing, but the head sculpt is just not quite there.
Like, why have his mouth open?
Yeah, do you want it to be open any more, Sam? What if it was open that much?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Like, now we're gone. Yeah, horrible. It's such a shame because the outfit sets are awesome. Like the fact that you get all 3 of his kind of looks when he looks like is young Biff is very, very cool. But he's just
I didn't say that.
like yeah, like that's neat. That's very neat to be able to do that with the figure.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just the head sculpt is just not quite there.
What are they showing off here in this photo?
It's a unique
the
body as
articulation?
well. It's a special body for the figure because he's a kind of tall built dude.
That looks like the creakiest body.
Yep.
That is gonna be so bad.
So you've got a ankle extender here. You've got a knee extender in there.
Why don't they just use like a large, like you can just buy a larger body?
Yeah.
You don't have to buy smaller bodies and extend it. Oh, there's a normal face.
There's Flint Marko from Spider-Man 3.
That is literally what it is. Oh my god.
Yeah. Look, not great, especially because we know they can do better.
Mars toys.
It's a rare misstep for them. So hopefully they're they're fucking Cesar Romero Jokers are amazing. So hopefully they swing back around to some good figures. Yeah,
cool.
But speaking of good figures, Sam, shall we dive into our top purchases of 2023?
I think we should.
Yes.
Are we going with mine first or yours? Me first? Okay, we'll go with mine first. So basically, these first two things I'm talking about, we didn't do any videos on them or anything, and they just kind of happened. The first one, which is one I said I'd been wanting, but I never bought until Sugo fucking.
They gotcha.
They gotcha. It's the Gunslinger from Red Dead Redemption. No. I've taken just basically a bunch of photos so that I didn't have to juggle a fucking figure while talking to you guys. But you can see there, so he comes with a bearded head sculpt and a non-bearded head sculpt. And then with that, you can change the hair. You'll notice that some of the hair pieces have like a bit of a flat portion on the front. It's to make way for the hat.
Oh.
But even with that, it looks terrible.
Interesting.
With like the hair and the hat on.
Yeah.
So like you'll see in photos that are coming up of him, but you'll see I've actually got no hair on him. I've just put the hat on.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, cool.
But yeah, these accessories are amazing. I literally found out today that the bundle of the dynamite are like individual sticks and not just a single thing.
Yeah.
Got his pocket watch. I can't remember for the life of me what that thing in the jar is.
Is it someone's nuts?
It literally looks like an alien specimen from like some fucking movie.
Yeah.
And I don't know. But yeah, you've got the health cure, which is cool.
Yeah.
That lantern, which actually lights up, which is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And which is why I think the battery rule about fucking borders is bullshit, because how'd they get that here?
How'd they do that?
How? Anyway, you then got a pack of the cigarettes as well, and his journal, which is also great because each page has just got like writing all over it, and and anything he draws in the game is in the journal as well, which is great.
Sick.
And then you got the big winter coat as well, which is a lot of fun. And then that doesn't end. And this is why I love this figure. The accessories are amazing. So these are all like the guns and the weaponry that he comes with. Obviously you've got a bow and arrow there. He comes with two of the like the handguns, rifle. I think they're shotguns technically.
Yeah. Okay.
So and then he comes with a Molotov. He comes with some hands with gloves on them. There's also hands with gloves on them that are in like a gun holding pose.
Trigger,
you've got a bit of like a holster thing there as well for him. And then the base itself, which can basically be like a mini campsite. So that little rod just kind of sticks into a little hole that's there, and you can keep his little antenna thing with his cup on there. And then the three logs to emulate fire or whatever. But then even without having them on there, just the base being like natural like terrain, just like some dirt and like mud and grass is great. I love the gold plaque on the front. Even though it just says the gunslinger, they've made it look nice, which is great. And then I think the next photos are the photos of the figure, I believe.
Yeah.
There we go. So yeah, you'll see there,
wow.
no hair on him.
Yep.
Yeah, and it looks worlds better.
Yeah.
Because the head sculpt itself has got like some hair around the ears and the front.
Yep.
Which worked out perfectly.
So good, man.
But yeah, this figure is genuinely probably one of the best quality figures I've ever purchased.
Yeah.
Like he's so sturdy. Like nothing cheap about him whatsoever.
Yeah.
Incredibly easy to pose. Like I just have the best time posing him, and his collar has got a very small piece of wire in it.
Sick.
So if you wanted to just make him look like rugged as hell, you could have like one part of the collar still like being intact, one kind of like off to the side.
Yep.
And the suspenders you can actually adjust. So if you want them to be loose, they can be loose. If you want them to be tight, they can be tight.
Jeez.
And yeah, it's amazing. And then obviously in his belt there, you can keep a gun in the holster and a knife as well,
So
which is great. And yeah, everything just works so well together. Yeah, it's so good. And like his little like man purse is just like it's really cool because the bag itself is a sculpted like solid piece.
Oh wow.
So because it's weighty, it hangs there just naturally as a bag would, which is great. And yeah, just a great there he is.
There he is. That's
Great
so cool,
figure.
dude.
It's so cool. Like it's really like a well done figure, and I'm so glad that I got him. This company is also doing a Kratos, I think, which is just bad for me.
Well, I've got their Drake on order, so that's gonna fuck me up too.
I always fucking forget about the Drake. It's gonna be like, honestly, man, you'll know when you get him in person. Like the quality is so good, so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my first one.
Yeah. Your next one's queued up
Marsden?
as well, just because of the way I snaked the photos.
Yeah, sweet. Okay. Well, then the next one, after nearly 3 years from So Toys, we finally got our hands on John Lander.
There he is.
Homelander from The Boys. I had a lot of fun putting this one in that case and doing all the lighting and stuff. The cape as well has wire, so you're able to pose it a little bit if you want to. It's got a decent base. They're always the So bases are always very cheap though.
Yep.
They're literally like just hollow plastic pieces, but even the flight rod, they don't tighten all the way at the top. So you've got to kind of angle it so that it just kind of like balances. But yeah, really cool figure. I recently got a replacement for the LED function in the eyes. Again, why I'm like, that lore isn't real.
Yep.
Because when I got it, only one eye would light up and not the second one. So they sent me a replacement, which is great. Probably one of the best things about this figure is that his little eagle shoulder pads are magnetic. So they just come off. So when you're posing him, you don't have to worry about them, getting all weird and all moving around in an odd way. Because you can just pose his arms, then place them on top, and they'll just sort of sit naturally, which is great.
That's a great shot.
There he is there. He does look a lot better in person than what people were thinking. I think maybe like the only complaint I have with him is that his belt isn't like set in place. It's just a loose piece of rubber that can move up and down the body. So when you do set him down, you've got to kind of push it down into place for it to sit there. But yeah, it's actually a very well-made figure again. Like all the padding in the suit is amazing. It doesn't hinder the articulation by any means whatsoever. Like you can still get a full range of motion for him with anything. And the screen printing on the suit is very light as well. So I don't think it'd be that prone to like it getting stuck together and peeling and all that. I think they've done a very good job. So that's my number 2.
That's very cool. Oops.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
And I need to get one of those light boxes. That's so cool.
Oh, mate. They're so good. They're so good.
Let me just remember what I have. That's what I have. My first pick goes to one that I only recently picked up.
Okay.
Also in the 1/6 realm. It's one
Ooh.
kind of. I feel like he's in the same place where this guy was, where
Yeah.
bought him, was from a show that we at the time were like, I love this show,
Oh, I know what you
and I
mean.
really want this thing, and
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
the show goes away, and you're like,
You're like,
yeah. And then when the figure
Yeah.
gets announced or shown, you're like, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
am so glad that I said yes to it and picked it up because it's Homelander from. There's one
Here
more
he is.
photo in there.
It's Homelander again.
It's Peacemaker. It's the John Cena
Sick.
Peacemaker from the TV series and also from Suicide
cool.
Squad. It is one of the best hot toys I've ever
Really?
owned. Yeah, he's just so
cool.
easy to pose. The head sculpt is awesome. I will say that you can, because obviously there's a swappable faceplate and lower part, and when
Yep.
you take off the top piece, you have eyes and mouth, and it's a great Cena sculpt. And I'm so annoyed that they didn't have a unmasked one.
Yeah, right.
That's my one complaint with it. But even still, it's like I just love being able to pose him, like the intro title sequence.
That's very good.
One of the most interesting things about this guy is
Hmm.
that this piece here is a separate piece that you slot into that slot, and it is
Right.
the silencer for his pistol. But because of
Right.
DC's anti-gun law, that sounds way more
Yeah.
intense than it is. You can't put guns with figures. This gun is permanently fixed in the holster.
Really?
Ish. There is a piece of plastic. I actually might have the plastic here because I wanted to keep it to show how small this thing is. Let me see if I can find it.
Because I was gonna say, if that was me, I'd just be pulling it out.
Well, yeah.
I'd be like, "There's no way."
I'm never gonna find it. I've kept all the accessories here. But it's like a thumbtack worth of plastic that if you heat it up and pull on the gun, it just pops out. But it is in there through the trigger, and so you can't actually pull the gun out without doing that.
Right.
But yeah, you can remove it, but it's not designed to be. But at the same time, this is a separate piece, so why wouldn't you be able to pull that out? It's very strange.
Yeah, it's almost like they put that in place for like insurance purposes.
Yeah. They're like,
But then they're like, we made it easy enough for if that accidentally snapped.
Oopsies.
Oh no. Yeah.
So I love it. The igloo was great. I will say when I took this photo, I moved away, igloo fell off, and two of the talons just snapped off as it hit the ground. But they snapped in a way that I just put super glue on it, and because they're kind of ridged, they kind of went straight on, and it was fine. But that hurt me because the eagle's awesome. He's such a cool little piece. And I kind of forgot he came with it because I think they announced this close to Suicide Squad, so I thought it was a Suicide Squad Peacemaker, but it's show Peacemaker. And I love this. I could pose this guy for days. I had so much fun with it. Yeah, the fact that Eagly has swap out wings that are kind of in motion as well. And there you go. You can take the fucking gun down. So that's my,
good.
that's my number 2 pick, but my number 1 pick of the year. And these photos are going to be pretty horrible, but I pulled them from an unboxing that I never posted. But my number 1 pick is the Spider-Gwen statue. I fucking love this thing. I have been waiting for it for so long, and I'm just happy to have it in my collection. It's like I almost wish that I didn't have any other statues because this is kind of a Grail statue, and now I'm like looking at a statue of Jyn Erso, and I'm like, why are you here? What the fuck is here?
Absolutely.
All the little details on it, like on the side there's a Matthew Murdock sign.
That's really cool.
And just like, it's a gorgeous statue, and I will not buy. This is apart from the fucking Indiana Jones one, which I think about daily. I will not buy another statue for at least this character. I love it. Couldn't recommend it any higher.
That's very cool.
So my 2. But you had a third, Sam?
I do have a third. This is a thing that I picked up at Movie World last week for my dog.
Yeah.
And it is a Scooby-Doo collar.
Look at that.
Which was just
Look at that.
best $20 ever spent. Because obviously the ride is not open at the moment because they're doing a big refurb.
Yep. It's
there's
so sweet.
It's so fucking good. He was such a good boy. But yeah, like, so they normally have a Scooby-Doo gift shop and it was closed. And I was like, what the hell? Like, what is this slander towards the fucking gang? But we went into one of the shops and they had like, this is one of like maybe 4 items for Scooby-Doo, and there was like 2 left, and I was like, I need to buy it.
no choice.
Yeah, so it's great. So like the collar itself, it's not leather, but it seems like it's a more durable.
It does look good.
Alternative than like a leather. And then metal buckle. The SD tag itself is metal as well.
Yeah, cool.
So it's holding up just lovely against him. And he like literally has not taken it off.
Oh, cute.
Like just the whole time he's worn it, which is great. So yeah, very, very good.
So sweet. Joshy says, would you swap it out for a crypto one if there was?
Look, he does look more like crypto.
He does.
So we're not going to say no to that, Joshy. But I think he'll be more confused having 3 names because everyone's now calling him Scooby, and he's like, you see his ears and like his head kind of like tilt, like what are you talking about? Yeah. So that's been pretty funny, but it's very, very nice. So yeah, that's my number 3 purchase for the year. That was great.
What a fun year.
What a fun year.
God, it's been a good one.
Not for our bank accounts, but that's all right.
I still haven't caved on Indiana Jones. I'm going to wait until it's basically out.
Really?
Yeah. I can't, because the pre-order deposit is like $2,000. I'm like, I'm not in a place where I want to just drop that.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the fucking hot toy. And
right. Like, I haven't done that either, but...
okay, fair enough.
I'll wait for that to drop as well. I'm going to hold out forever for an official, like, Last Crusade or Raiders one. I love old Harrison Ford, but I would like it to be Indy in his prime.
For sure.
But look, I'm sure next year will bring even more temptations and frightening.
Oh yeah. I mean, look, maybe not, because there's not that many movies and stuff coming out next year.
Yeah, only Deadpool, which will feature every character from every franchise you've ever loved, Sam.
That's gonna look. Don't.
Look, it's a Johnny Storm with Chris Evans' face.
Oh, stop. Look, honestly, I will 100% likely be pre-ordering like a Wolverine from that movie in that suit. I think that's going to be like the top-notch Wolverine to have. Yeah, I'm very, very excited for that. If some company gets the Doctor Who license, though,
then we're ruined.
Even better.
Yeah.
So ruined.
Yeah. Don't give it to McFarlane, please. That's like such a tiny upgrade from character options. Like there's very little.
Yeah.
And also he'll never make a companion because McFarlane's scared of women. So it's like the Doctor will be companionless forever.
Yeah.
They've only confirmed a couple. They've totally only confirmed a couple, but that's because they don't want to spoil the film.
Yeah,
they're all fucking in there. Even give it to Dirty Hasbro. I just can't imagine Doctor Who figures in the kind of the build of a Hasbro action figure. I don't think they'd work. I don't know where Doctor Who belongs in a toy.
I think
world.
Hasbro would do well for them in terms of like head sculpts.
Yeah. Jazzwares or whoever does like the Fortnite figures. I feel like that could be where Doctor Who would live.
Oh, that'd be good because their figures are actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
I've seen them in like Big W and stuff.
Yeah, there you go. Milk said it. Yeah, like I feel like
Thanks,
they
Milk.
could do good with a lot, and they pump out figures as well. Because that's the other thing. If you do Doctor Who, you need to be able to make a lot of shit.
Yeah. Wait, has there been a thing where like character aren't doing Doctor Who anymore?
No, I think they've still got it. They're just very slow.
Okay. You were talking as though that's like a bidding war waiting to happen, and I was like, am I missing something?
They should just go somewhere else. Get them away from character.
I will say I want also more like when I was speaking of Doctor Who, it was more like I just want a company
High
to
end.
pick up like a 1/6 high end.
Yeah.
Just please.
But how the fuck would they make a shooty one? Because what costume do you give the man?
I reckon genuinely give him the one in the
Christmas.
the leather with the blue trousers.
Yeah.
I reckon give him that.
Yep. But watch if anyone makes a figure of him, watch them give him blue hair that is way too bright. Like they just give him
100%.
the brightest blue hair.
100%. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, and pantsless. I mean, you can make that happen. You can make that happen.
Yeah, you can. You can.
It's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh god, if someone does good
That'd be
Doctor
really
Who
cool.
merch, what a world we'll be in, Sam. World of
And
pain.
Dolphin says, just make more of the Lego for Doctor Who. That as well.
That would be good.
Oh, William, if they release like a TARDIS playset of this new TARDIS.
Have you seen the one that Milk Her.
I did. Very good job, Milk, you
Yeah.
prick. Because now I want to just buy all the parts and build it up.
Yeah. Yeah. If they change toy makers, I'd hope they keep the size in line with the current toys. Oh, they won't, Joshy, and you'll cry and you'll cry. Welcome to the world of you. You know this. You know this.
You're an avid viewer.
You know the world of toys changing hands.
Oh, yeah, that too.
But you're also an avid viewer. There's no world in which another company will keep it the same size. Star Wars and Marvel figures within Hasbro aren't even the same size.
Yeah, true.
So there's yeah.
I am very keen though for merch for that show for next year for Doctor Who.
Yeah.
I'm keen to see like what the packaging is like because that'll be a whole new. And maybe because it's like on Disney Plus, there might be maybe more money getting thrown at it. Maybe.
I mean, they got those Sonics out and they were very good. So
yeah,
maybe.
Yeah.
I want.
It's also a thing though where like now that I want the thing from Click.
It's crazy how quickly I've come around to it. Like I don't like that it's Sonic.
I'm still on edge.
I don't like that it's a Sonic screwdriver, but I like it as a gadget. Like, like I wish it was just called something else. I'm fine with it. Like it's very Doctor Who, but it's weird that it's the Sonic screwdriver because it's not a screwdriver anymore.
Yeah, for sure.
What are you talking about?
No, but yeah, I realized like because I was trying to recently look at to see if anyone still had the regen set, which is like the weird figure for Jodie that just and the one for Tennant, and like is it just me or like has Doctor Who merch just like you can't get it anymore?
No, yeah,
and it sells out like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think I've really got to be on top of my game next year.
It's true. It's true.
Like as soon as that figure comes out, I'm like, yep.
Slap. Put that money on it.
Yep.
Big Chief comes back. Give him the money.
Oh, they're never coming back.
Death of the ABC store. That's what really did it. That's what really did it.
Yeah.
Hey, Vexia.
Yep.
Hey, nerd. You saw him. You know who that is.
I did.
Yeah. Did.
Hello.
The big fuck off thing. Everybody, that is that figures for the year.
That figures.
Woo! Woo! I'll put that in for saying woo because Discord doesn't want you to make that noise. Woo!
Oh, fair enough.
Like do it.
I said woo.
Do it. Nothing. It's just pure
Nothing?
silence.
Woo.
There we go.
That come through?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah? Cool.
You are late, Avexia. We're wrapping up for tonight.
Come on, man.
And for the year. And for the year.
Yeah.
Like I said, our videos are going to start kicking off. I'll drop a schedule on the Discord. Tomorrow will be Pop Culture Moments. Friday night will be the final stream for the foreseeable future. With Josh and I, we're going to be playing some Lego Fortnite. Sam, if you're around...
You motherfuckers. I'll be around.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, cool.
We're building a team, my friend.
Oh, please.
Let's do it. We're going to build a team of Lego Fortniters and see if it's good. If it sucks, we're just going to go play Power Wash Simulator. But maybe it's good. Sam is dying. Sam's not dying. Edo's dying. Except for that figures. That figures is getting carried away on this little, I'm trying to think of what it would be. It's like... at the end of the Batman, when he raises all the people of the water and all the people that have already died, that's ETTO, and then Batman's just carrying that figures away.
Milk's leaving. Bye, Milk.
Bye, Milk.
Bye, Milk. Have a good Christmas and New Year.
If you want. If you don't want to, that's okay.
If you don't want to, that's okay.
Fortnite on Friday. That's a good point. That is a Fortnite Friday, everybody. We're going to be playing some Lego Fortnite.
I love that.
Friday. Thank you, everybody. We gotta go. It's like today was nice and cool, and now I'm starting to get a bit warm, and I want to just.
It is a bit warm, isn't it?
Get a fan on or
just
something.
humid.
Yeah,
it's humid here.
It's sticky. It's like me if James Marsden wears a cool Cyclops suit. Thanks, everybody. Get keen for more vids. See you on Friday. That's us. Bye.
Yeah. I mean, I will just say though. Thank you, everyone, for watching us this year in that figures, because we wouldn't be doing this if you weren't all here to make it fun. I mean, look, we probably would, but we'd just be talking to ourselves. Yeah. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching and for, I guess, contributing in the Discord and stuff whenever you do.
Absolutely.
And, yeah, can't wait to do it next year.
Yes.
So, we'll see you all then.
That was me fixing my glasses. That wasn't a... Fuck that. Maybe. Bigger and brighter things, hopefully. Well, we're gonna have a little play in the break. We're gonna work out some fun things.
Hmm. Cheeky.
Until the next time, I've been Will.
And I've been
See
Sam.
you later, everyone. Bye bye. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Bye.